Yeah. So we see this exodus is going on. I don't know, but so many young people cannot be wrong. The hundreds of videos that is out there that's showing that there's an exodus of young, talented mind who leaving out of the system and heading to Africa. And I'm glad that, you got things like social media to show that, because normally we would have never known something like this is going on in the world, because there's no television would want to bring this, because it would not show a good light upon their system. So you find that they wouldn't, but because of social media, we can see where this exodus is taking place and taking place so rapidly, daily, of new breed of blacks around the globe just migrating to the motherland. It's something worthwhile to check out. Check out some of these videos and see how people that we say living comfortable lives, and that to you. And I heard someone explain something, and I'm going to adapt this, because this is not my original word, right? But I think that's something that I am going to adapt and take with me, because this guy was explaining. He said, just like how you have family that never meet each other, and they're yearning to meet each other, and they would travel from different parts to come to where that family is. So that's the reason why we see Africans want to come to a place like America, because yes, we have people. They have people over here that that was taken from there to come here, and they believe, and because of the media and how they sell a narrative that the moment you reach to America or England, you hit the jackpot. I'm not saying that life cannot be a little bit easier than in Africa at times. But the way how they sell it, you might thought that once you get here, you hit the jackpot. It's not so, because for you just coming from a foreign country and to make it in America, you have to be willing to work at least 2 or 3 jobs. You have to be willing to work and work and work extremely hard. It's not that you can't trust a car or trust a house. In America, the system said that you can never own your house in America. Because why would I say that? When you finish pay the bank for the house, then you have to pay the government to live, for your house to be on the land. And the moment you don't pay the government to live, for your house to be on the land, the moment you stop, them kick you out the house and take away. So in America, you can never own a house. Like if you go to the Caribbean or go to Africa, or people just go and build their house, buy their land, and then they own their house. It doesn't work like that in America. It doesn't work like that. So you got to understand the reality and the facts of life. And that's the reason why we can see so many thousands of young people all over the world now moving back to Africa. Never born there. Understand? Some, the parents is not even from there. The parents were born in America, or born in England, or born in Canada, or born in Australia, or wherever. But yet still they leave. Some got ties, some got family members, some don't. And they're gone to another land. And while some is leaving from here, you got others now want to come from Africa because it's always been a twist cross. A man always want what he don't have. So they're saying peace out. And I see you guys on the continent in June because I would really like to document my journey. And I also want to meet with some elders. I would love to meet with some African elders, sit down and speak with them. I want to meet with some young people, both sex, men and women, sit down and talk to them. I want to find out about the country, what country I visit at the time. But I want to try through Africa. I don't know how many countries that I'm going to do in as yet, but I know I want to do more than one, more than two. To sit down and have a good chat, document what I'm doing, to find out why so many young people from various parts of the world is making this exodus, this journey to Africa to live, when they have the option of living in America, they have the option of living in Canada, they have the option of living in Jamaica, in New Zealand, they have the option of living elsewhere in the Caribbean. They live in the Caribbean, they live in different places. And another thing that I would love to see, and the politicians, please work on this. Please, politicians, Caribbean politicians, African politicians, why can't there be direct flight from Africa to the Caribbean and the Caribbean to Africa? Why can't there be direct flights from these parts? Come on, please work on that. Bring the unity. Can you imagine trade and commerce? How developed the Caribbean would get when you can trade directly with Africa. So many people to buy our goods. So many back and forth can travel back and forth. Tourism, hotels. Why divide us? It's the division that causing the poverty. Cut down the division. Let there be free market and trade and commerce, innovation and technology, trade ideas, skills, and abilities. Europe do it. All European countries are not friends. Don't think so every white man a friend in a Europe. All I do Europe, they hate them one another just as much. But for a common goal, they see the common principle, the common goal. The common goal for them is the development of their nation. So what they do, they set their pride aside. They're just as tribalistic as the Africans. Don't think that it is not so. Look into their history, study their history. But what they did, they realized that commerce, right? Why the United States can come together, and the United States could be 52 different countries because it's big enough to be, each state big enough to be a country. But they realize that unity is strength. So they keep the unity of the states, make it a united state so that they have strength in numbers and that they can do things among themselves. When I'm traveling from Massachusetts to Connecticut. I don't need a visa to go there. I'm going to Florida. I don't need a visa to go there. I can either drive or I jump in on a plane or whatever transportation and I gone. You understand? And I reach. So they recognize that the unity is their ability and their strength. So it's for 2024 for the Caribbean leaders, the African leaders to realize that the unity is going to be their strength. See like what the other part of the world. No African should get a visa to go in the next part of Africa. Because in the European spectrum, in America, America don't give visa to an ex-American to go into another state. You see, you guys not thinking. You guys not thinking. Trade and commerce is very important. Trade in technology and innovation is very important. Diplomatic community to speak among each African nation for the betterment of the continent. You understand? And the betterment of the Caribbean. It is time for all the black race, man and woman. Don't matter your so-called nationality. What is your identity and your ethnicity is the melanin in your skin. Peter Todd says, that's a song that wake me up as a young man, where I see myself as an African from I was very young. He said, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. And it's true. Because that's where we originated from. We were stolen, kidnapped. When you go to Zanzibar and see the place that they kept the slaves, it brings tears to your eyes to see how they cram us, to put us on a ship, to bring us to this part of the world under brutal, hostile treatment. You understand? When you witness, when you read the slave history and see how brutal the treatment, how harsh, how wicked, how evil, how demonic the practice were that divided us, and we still have that demonic spell upon us of division. Let us shake off the demonic spells of division. The division is from the pit of hell. The division is demonic. The division is devilish. Get rid of all those sort of mentality. The melanin in your skin is your identity. I am an African. I wasn't born on the continent, but I know within my heart, and I believe it firmly, that I am an African. I have no doubt, because my grandparents can chase back to Africa. So that's all I need to know, that I have the identity of an African. Peter Todd said, no matter where you're born, it don't matter where you're born. What is matter is you have the identity. So peace out. Until next time, you understand? So we see this Exodus. So I'm studying what taking place in this Exodus and what causing this Exodus. For so many hundreds, if not thousands of black young people is leaving and going to Africa. So come June, I'll be doing my investigation. So I'm counting down the days to my arrival on the land again, once more on the continent.